Welcome back to another episode. Today I wanted to talk about my favorite PS4 games. There's no particular order. I really hate doing I'll probably do top tens and stuff, but I just kind of want to throw this together, just talk about the games that I enjoyed the most on the PS4. Since I did put out my collection video, if you want to see that, it'll be linked in the description. Um, I'm not done getting games for the PS4. This is the time to buy games for the PS4, so I will be picking more up. But out of the ones that I have, these really mean more to me than the others, so to speak. So I wanted to start with a game that I haven't actually finished yet, which I would never usually put that on a list, but I have to mention it, and that's It Takes Two. So I'm playing this with my son, and we're about halfway through the game. It's going to get finished probably next month or this month. Um, but what I played of this game, it's really, really great. Um, you you play as two figures, like two little puppets or whatever. Well, there's a mom and a dad that are getting divorced, okay, and the daughter finds out they're getting divorced, and she does some kind of witchcraft, I guess, on these little figures that she made, like little clay figures, and the mom and the dad get sucked into the clay figures, and you have to work together to get through the story to get back to the daughter to make her cry on you to remove the spell. So the cool thing about this game is like you're shrunk down, so you're like in her bedroom and you're like really small and you got all these obstacles. Kind of reminds me of some of those games you play like what is it called? Army Men, Sarge's Heroes, like that kind of game, like where you're shrunk down really small and you're in a big environment. And the puzzles in this game, and this game has like a little bit of every type of gameplay in it. It's got like a 2D fighting game in it. It's got all kinds of stuff in it. And like I said, I'm only halfway through the game. So if this game had been beat last year, it would have been one of my top games. It probably would have been my game of the year. Um, but this game is really good. I actually really like it. So check this one out. Um, Uncharted, the Nathan Drake collection. I know. Let's go ahead and get this out of the way. Uh, I know that this is going to be on everybody's list, right? So Uncharted is probably one of my favorite franchises of all time. If you don't know about Uncharted, just pick the games up or watch some reviews of it. But you pretty much play as a treasure hunter more or less, and there's all kinds of weird stories in every single one of them. But my favorite, if you want to know my order of how I like these games, I like two, three, four, then one. Four was really good. Four technically should be the best, but I felt like the story was dragged out. It was a little too long, and I wasn't a huge fan of his brother that's in it. So great games though. They're must-haves if you have a PS3 or a PS4. Jedi Fallen Order. Now this game is a little buggy, but as a Star Wars fan, I love this game. I had a lot of fun with this game. The story's great. The combat is great. The difficulty is great. It's pretty much it's like a Soulsborne game type, but it's not like as punishing as a Soulsborne, so it's not as difficult as that. There are save spots everywhere, like Sekiro, which is good because if it doesn't have that, I don't like it. But this is a really enjoyable game. There are difficulty settings, so you can put it on easy if you can't get through it. I played it on hard. There's actually a level above that that I didn't try, but I did platinum this as well. The platinum was a little grueling, just tons of grinding, just finding all these collectibles, but got the platinum for it. I definitely recommend that game, and you can get it on the PS5 now as well, which is probably a better version. This one here is South Park Fractured But Whole, and if you get Fractured But Whole, it comes with the Stick of Truth, which was on the PS3 and Xbox 360. If you're a South Park fan, you got to play these games. These games are the funniest games I've ever played in my life. They don't hold anything back. It's offensive. It's hilarious. It's perfect. I love it. And I'm not a huge turn-based um, RPG fan, but this is a turn-based RPG, and it is so good. Like I can't express how good these games are. If you have not tried them, you need to try them, but only if you're a South Park fan. If you don't like South Park, don't play them. You're not going to get it, so don't play them. Sekiro. So I didn't want to play this game. Friend of mine, I was playing Jedi Fallen Order. A friend of mine was playing this, and he was going on about how much better this game is than Fallen Order. Of course, he was saying that without playing Fallen Order, but he ended up being right. So whatever. This game is better than Fallen Order. This game is one of the best games I've ever played. It's very difficult. You know, it is made by FromSoft, so that's what you're getting into. But after trying the Demon Souls on the PS5, I really appreciate what this game does, and I don't think it's as hard as Demon Souls and Dark Souls. I really don't. It's not as hard as Bloodborne, in my opinion. And the reason why, so far, that I've been able to tell is because of the save points. You know, in this game, you'll get a save point like right before a boss. So when you die on that boss, say you're fighting a boss for 5 hours, every time you die, you just start right at the boss. You don't have to run through this freaking maze to get back to the boss and then lose all your life before you even get to the boss. You just start right back at the boss. So it allows you to keep retrying and retrying and retrying and retrying until you finally figure that boss out, or you get lucky enough to beat the boss. Um, yeah, I highly recommend if you have patience to try this game. It took me 60 or 70 hours to beat the story because I'm not very good at these games. But if I can get through it, you can probably get through it because I'm not like a crazy good gamer. But I got through it. It took me like 60, 70 hours to get through the story. And I liked it so much I wanted to get the platinum. So it was like, I think it was 98 hours by the time I was done. And I got the platinum in the game. And that's probably I'm most proud of that platinum. So definitely try this game out. Red Dead Redemption 2. Um, You do not need to play Red Dead Redemption 1. If you have not played Red Dead Redemption 1, I would still play Red Dead Redemption 2. I think that it might even be better for you to play Red Dead Redemption 2 first because it's a prequel. I don't know, but I will say that this game is amazing. It is long. Be ready for a long game. I mean, you're looking at 40 to 60 hours just to do the main game. Um, but it's well worth it. It's almost two games in one. It's huge. It's almost two full stories in one game, pretty much. And it does take a little while to get into it, but once you get into this game, I promise you, you will love the story. God of War. I waited on this one. I didn't play it when it first came out, and it's really good. It's one of my favorite PS4 games. Um, I did platinum it. Um, You can play on difficulty settings, so you don't have to get the platinum. You don't have to play it on the hardest difficulty. So the platinum's not terribly hard, but the Valkyries were really fun in this game, and the Queen Valkyrie is quite a fight. If you want to see that, it's on the YouTube channel. It took me a long time to kill her. But it's a great game, and the mechanics are great. I feel like there's good progression here. I feel like the old God of War was getting a little stale. You know, I love God of War 1. God of War 2 was good. God of War 3, I wasn't the hugest fan of how they zoomed the camera out, but I still played it. I still beat it. I still liked it. But this is a different beast, and I'm really looking forward to Ragnarok. All right, last game on the list is, well, last physical game on the list. Ghost of Tsushima. You have to get this game. Um, and I don't even know, like, I would normally say you have to get this game if you like this or if you like this, but I really think you just have to get this game. If you own a PS4, you have to try this game. You don't have to like Japanese lore. You don't have to like, hack and slash games. You don't have to like any of that. This game, you could literally get this game and just walk around the environment and just appreciate the art in this game. The colors are the most vibrant I've ever seen in a video game. The graphics are probably the best I've ever seen in a video game, and the story is top notch. Um, I can't say anything else about this game that hasn't been said, but I'm telling you, if you can get this game, get it and play it. It's not a terribly long game. It's maybe 20 hours, something like that, maybe. I did get the platinum. The platinum's a little longer. The platinum's not that hard to get either. So this is a good game if you want to get a good platinum. Um, a couple more mentions I don't have with me. I have Kaze and the Wild Mask, which you'll see in my PS4 collection video. I actually forgot to bring it with me for this video, but I did finish Kaze and the Wild Mask. In that video that I did, I hadn't finished it yet. And Kaze is great. If you like Donkey Kong Country as a kid, then you're gonna like Kaze. It is really hard though. Like it's pretty frustrating, especially the last world, especially the last boss. But I would definitely pick the game up. I think it's the best 2D side scroller we've had in a long time, and it definitely needs to be on this list. I'm ashamed that I forgot the game, but I do have it. If you check out my other video, you'll see the game. Um, I think I left it on the TV stand because my son has been playing it and my wife's been playing it. So, but I did beat that game, and then that'll be on my backlogs for January. So we'll get to talk about that in that video. Another game I wanted to mention that I don't have physically is Cuphead. I don't have Cuphead physically because there's no physical release. If they release Cuphead tomorrow for $60 physical, I will buy it tomorrow. I love Cuphead. It's up there. It's definitely up there as one of my favorite games of all time. I never thought I would beat Cuphead, let alone did I think I'd platinum it. And I did. I platinumed it. I'm proud of that platinum. I brag about that platinum. But it was a lot of hard work, and that game is special, and I'll always appreciate that game. I will be getting the DLC day one that it comes out, and if they release a second one, I'll be getting that as well. Um, you gotta try Cuphead. Cuphead is very difficult, but it's very rewarding and it's very fun, and it's a game that we haven't had in a long time like that. So. All right, guys. Well, that's my favorite games of the PS4. Obviously, I love a lot of the games I played on the PS4, but this is just a narrowed down list. I wanted to talk about some games today, so I made the video. If you like the video, be sure to subscribe, like the video, comment if you want to suggest your favorite PS4 games, or maybe you disagree with me on some of these games. That's fine too. Leave a comment. We can talk about it. Um, but yeah, I'll see you guys on the next one.